вас, мои дорогие зрители, экономим родом. Сегодня мы продолжаем второй эпизод морской могилы. Ранее, ну да. Наверное. А подожди, ранее. Че ранее покажет? Ну-ка. Ранее в BioShock.
They told me, son,
Вон.
you were born to do
С первой
great
части.
things. They were right.
I'm Atlas, and I aim to keep you alive. You think that's a child down there? She's a little sister now. Somebody went and turned a sweet baby girl into a monster. It's Ryan! Goddamn Andrew Ryan! Head to medical!
Would you kindly get this? Would you kindly find that? Would you kindly find that? Would you kindly find? Would you kindly get this? Would you kindly head to Ryan's office and kill the son of a bitch?
Did that airplane crash? Or
Случайно.
was it hijacked?
There ain't no Atlas, kid. The name's Frank Fontaine.
I had you built. I sent you topside. I called you back, showed you what you was capable of. Even that life you thought you had, that was something I dreamed up.
You saved them. You gave them the one thing that was stolen from
Это
them.
вторая часть, да.
A chance.
А Infinity что не показали? Ну, погнали. Стандартно. Нет, мы уже посмотрели. Чё звука нету?
Sally,
Горячо.
Sally, come out.
А, это что да,
She
было
wasn't
это.
yours, Comstock.
Elizabeth, I am so sorry.
No, you're not.
Чё тебе не жаль?
But you're about to
Как ты
be.
брат пожалеешь? И его отпиздили. Прикольно сделали. Париж.
Mademoiselle,
Yes?
quel est votre nom?
Элизабет
Elizabeth.
мечтала туда,
Pour
да.
vous, Elisabeth.
Oh no. No, I couldn't. I can't accept.
Je vous en prie, j'insiste.
Thank you.
Элизабет. Да, вот эта версия мне больше нравится.
Bonjour, Monsieur Surratt.
Bonjour, mademoiselle Elisabeth. Je manque d'inspiration aujourd'hui.
Elisabeth.
Все что-то рисуют.
Bien le bonjour.
Художники, чё, блядь, поделать?
Bonjour mon ami. Alors, tu as parlé à la jolie petite américaine? Oh, bonjour mademoiselle.
Бонжур, бонжур.
Bonne journée. Comment ça va, Elisabeth?
Да, захваненно.
Bonjour. Bonjour.
Бонжур, бонжур.
Et si tu venais boire un verre avec nous?
Claude,
Sois pas jalouse, ma petite. C'est pas interdit pour un homme de boire avec.
viens jouer avec nous, Elisabeth. I'm sorry, Cosette. Next time, I promise.
Блядь, что это за вселенная такая, а?
Il y a le beau jour,
Bonjour,
Elisabeth.
Mademoiselle. Bonjour. Il va falloir que tu
Une baguette, mademoiselle?
perdu dans tes idées.
Бля, сейчас по-любому она возьмет и испортится все. Вот я, блядь, уверен в этом.
Brie de Meaux, les meilleurs fromages au meilleur.
Разрешите? Суки. А, чё, куда, блядь, дальше? А. Ебать, кошаки укуренные. На-на-на.
plus belle enfant, dis donc.
Ах, птичка. Все так замечательно, бля. Эх, блядь, как в сказке.
Oiseau ou la cage? Oiseau ou la cage? Pourquoi pas les deux?
Можно, да? Дай шарик. Это небось от Салли, да? Салли. Я так и знала, что это Салли.
Sally!
Салли. И все черный стало. Она, блять, так и было понятно. Все нах мрачно так. Шарик. Это, слушай, мне отсылка к оно. Ну ладно, че.
Sally, wait!
Салли! Салли, бля! Ой, сюзанчики. Че, горит? Хуять.
Wait!
Подожди.
Sally, stop! Come back! Sally, where are you going? Come back! Sally, hold on! Come back!
Салли, блядь, куда ты делаешь?
Stop, stop!
Куда она подевалась? Шарик вниз пошла. Букер Дэвид. Совпадение? А, термос. Ну, когда ей пизда наступает, да? Сотка. Всё, нахуй.
Go away.
Хоть.
It wasn't my fault.
Типа продолжение, да.
I didn't do anything!
Жарко, блядь, жарко, жарко.
No, it wasn't my fault. Leave me alone! Can't you just leave me alone? I'm sorry! I'm sorry!
Не должна.
I never should
Бросила.
have left. I never should have left you there.
Да. И хули ты своим стволом тычешь?
Empty again. What are the odds?
What's the hold up?
Just
В чем дело? Я просто развлекаюсь.
This ain't a sporting event. Put a bullet in her. No need to torture the poor girl. We're not animals, you know.
all right.
Let her go!
Quiet down, dear. In a minute, all your problems will be over.
Elizabeth, tell him you can.
Подожди, ты?
Booker?
Букер. Это типа другой, блядь, уже Букер?
I don't understand.
Say, I can get you back to Rapture.
What?
Just say it.
I can get you back to Rapture.
Put the gun down. Now, what was that you said about Rapture?
I can get you back to Rapture.
And how you plan on doing that, sister? You some kind of magician?
Блядь, кто другой?
What?
Tell him Suchong.
Слушал.
Suchong.
And how do you know that, slant-eyed wonder?
You're his lab assistant.
I'm his lab assistant.
If it escaped your notice, Andrew Ryan sunk us 5,000 fathoms below his shining city. How does Suchong propose to get us back?
That's between me
That's between me
and the slant.
and the slant. But if I do this, the girl goes with me.
Little sisters are worth their weight in gold. She's not up for negotiation.
Last time I checked, back in the city they were making little sisters by the dozen.
That's a right fairy tale you've dreamed up, sister. But if you're lying, we can just as well kill you tomorrow. Down here, we got nothing but time. In case I need to get hold of you. If you see Suchong, tell him Atlas says he hasn't forgotten him.
Вот так вот.
myself into. I didn't orphan that girl. I didn't kidnap her.
But she made for some exceptional bait, didn't she?
Had to be done.
Did it?
I felt everything that every version of me felt. All of that knowledge. I lost a pinky, but that version of me, she lost everything. And Comstock, that final Comstock, he thought he could avoid his guilt by coming here.
You educated him proper.
But then why am I back here? Huh? I don't remember opening a tear to come back. And who are you? Huh?
I think you'll figure that out soon.
Хуй могу сообразить, кто такой есть, педрила. Уходим.
I was in Paris. I was happy. And now I'm here dealing with this Atlas, this psychopath. What was I thinking?
I wasn't Paris any more than I am Booker.
Now I have to find this Suchong, and I don't even know who that is.
Not yet, but you know he's the key, don't you?
To what?
You're asking me. Elizabeth, I ain't even here.
Ну и чё мы, блять, ходим. И все ходим.
What are you? Huh? And how did you know exactly what to tell Atlas?
Let me ask you a question. You feeling like yourself, Elizabeth?
I feel strange and smaller. I can't see the doors. What's behind the doors? I can't see the future. I can't even see any tears.
Боясь. Это типа...
Stay away from me.
Бля, это что за хуйня происходит, а?
No, please,
Да,
please
блядь,
don't.
какая вселенная уже?
I was killed by that. Stay away from me! But then, how am I here? How can I be dead in this world and yet... My finger. What am I? Huh? I don't understand.
If we're going to end up in the same place, it means no harm in enjoying a ride.
Are you being cute?
I've come round to your way of thinking.
Have you?
Yes. I do believe one can change things, but after all the bother, one often wishes that one had not.
You're a fatalist.
A physicist.
A fatalist.
So was Newton, especially when it came to apples falling from trees. They always contrived to land with a splat. She left the child to rot.
Are you implying she's the apple?
I'm implying that she did not fall far from the tree.
And now she wants to go back.
I need to go back. To fix what I broke.
Back to where she has no right to be.
Back to where she doesn't belong.
Doesn't belong? Wait, what do you mean?
Do you want to tell her brother, or shall I?
Because I died.
There are rules.
Even for one such as you.
She'll forget.
All the doors.
And what's behind all the doors?
All closed to her now.
She'll be just like the rest of us.
Forgetting the past.
The present.
The future.
I'd wager she won't even remember this conversation. We've arrived.
Бля. Хуй пойми, что происходит.
You're trading omniscience and croissants for death and mildew.
I left Sally to rot. For what? So I could punish Comstock? He was trying to help her, to save her, and if I don't make that right...
We all have our crosses to bear.
But there is a thin line between a martyr and a fool.
The Lutesses warned me that if I came back here, I would collapse.
Collapse?
From a quantum superposition. It's just me.
Quantum what?
I've changed, Booker.
Я изменилась, Букер. Не разрыв,
No tears, no
не
cosmic
просто обычная
knowledge.
девушка с обычными
Just a
Все,
normal
короче,
girl
типа,
with a normal pinky.
она потеряла свои способности.
If I can't open tears,
Если я смогу открыть разум, я смогу бежать дальше.
I'm never leaving
Париж.
here, am I?
Да.
I'm never going back to Paris. You're just what? You're just the fragments of my memory telling me what my future holds?
Ты сама решила вернуться, Лиз. Ты знала, что это значит. Как по мне, у тебя один выход. Довериться себе. Найди сушёнка. Найдем. Надеюсь.
Did you give him my message? What's your secret, Donnie?
I have to use this air grabber. It's gonna be messy. I don't know if...
Well, a blow to the back of his head will serve just as well. Be a hell of a lot quieter, too.
That's not what you would have done.
I'm not Booker. Just because your father did something one way, doesn't mean you have to.
Don't leave me! Not again.
You'll want to get the drop on him, and quiet. He can't.
Well, he's not getting up anytime soon.
And what with his head all attached to his body.
From here on, it's only gonna get worse.
And how much worse is up to you.
Конечно, их всех отпиздить надо, вот насколько хуже будет.
It's up to us to see they become prisoners and don't return to mud. Get them young enough. You can mold them for life. Henry, fetch that black label lacquers, the 12-year-old single malt.
Now, let's get its lockpick.
Ну-ка, как открывать замки?
Lockpicking can be easy with the right tools and know-how. Use your lockpick to probe a pin. A neutral pin will open the door. A blue pin will open the door and knock free a noisemaker. A red pin will open the door, but also sound an alarm.
Ебать сложности. Охуеть.
Simple enough. Just a 6-pin tumbler. But there's an alarm. That could come in handy, though.
I'm here to tell you about Peter the parasite. If I bake a pie, isn't it mine to enjoy? No, says Peter the parasite. We all deserve a piece. If I earn a nickel, isn't it my right to buy candy if I see fit? No, says Peter the parasite. You must only buy fruits and vegetables.
Тут минус меняешь.
If I can afford to see the
Смерку
doctor,
пихаешь.
is it my concern that others cannot? No, says the damnable parasite. We must all crowd our way into the physician's office.
You sure you're ready to use that?
It's a crossbow. Looks like the bolt delivers some kind of sleep agent. Probably phencyclidine or sodium thiopental. They had all kinds of books in my tower. How do you think I always knew what ammo to toss you?
Knowing ain't the same as being ready.
Why don't you ask Comstock how ready I was?
Your father's blood runs in your veins, but it doesn't have to be on your hands.
And what does
it's up to you.
Those who cannot create will always steal from those who do. Where is your empathy? Asks Peter the parasite while he picks your pocket. the dictionary under L-I-E. All right, boys and girls. What does Ryan the Lion tell us about the tragedy of the commons? Oh, let me dry, didn't you? Well, you won't dine on me. High and low, we search high and low.
Почему я не могу ствол взять? Все, понял. Вот теперь будет веселее. Это арбалет, ну его нахрен. Бля.
Sounded awful irregular. I know, right?
Охуенно, чё?
Look, Suchong. That's the name you had me tell Atlas. Huh.
I don't follow.
Looks like this character Suchong has taken over the Silverfin restaurant. That's where the tear was that I used when I first came to Rapture looking for Comstock. Before this place was turned into a prison.
But the first time you came to Rapture was in 1960, with Booker. When you drowned some...
Over a year from now. Yeah, that's right. When I could see all the doors, it all made sense, but now it's just a jumble.
Elizabeth, you're bleeding.
Да знаю,
Now I know what it feels like. All right, if we're gonna find Suchong, the Silverfin is the place to start. I know the way.
А, ты фильм показываешь. Это нихуя тебе, да? Ай, да. Может, ты что-нибудь откроешь.
I was here as well. Right after I came through, I needed something to wear that was a little more Rapture appropriate. Wow. You didn't have these books in my tower.
О, теперь, блять, их. Нахуй. Откроем. Конечно, блядь, как в Ассасине открывали замки. Это вообще пиздец был тут.
There you are.
Ну, шадите. Да, помню, платье Элизабет. Ничего он дает.
Disappear from sight, see through walls, and sneak up on your foes.
Splicers. I could use this plasmid and see them through the walls, or If worst comes to worst, turn completely invisible and get the drop on them. It only seems to be knocking them back.
You're only gonna do real damage that way if they don't see you coming. What did you mean before when you said you were in Paris?
It wasn't really Paris. It was more of the world as I want to see it. I suppose I wasn't really happy there. We'd all be better off, us.
I look everywhere.
То есть, блять, в любом случае. А, вон чё.
Franklin, why don't you come over and rub Mother's feet?
Sweetie! You in the bedroom?
Come out, come. The bell has rung. Class is over. I hope we all learned something from this.
Блять, косая.
Well, done my best. That's all I can do. Don't seem Jake to me. I ain't no moron. You should be ashamed.
Young lady. No free lunch. No.
Чем бы мне их бы отпиздить? Ладно, просто щемим.
Once I could see everything. Every possible moment. And now...
You're just like everyone else.
Why? Why, because I died here? If I'm just like everyone else, I can't help Sally. I can't even get back to where I was.
If you don't mind me asking, love, why are you talking to nobody? If I'd pegged you for a loon, I might have had second thoughts on our arrangement.
I'll hold up my end. But I better find the girl the way I left her.
You're in no position to make demands. But I must confess, I do like a bit of sass in a lass.
Ну погнали, хуля.
Atlas got a secret you're not in.
Accustomed to such strange noises.
It's him. It's the Big Daddy. The one that killed me.
You can't trade blows with him.
Comstock put him down and he got right back up. I can't hurt him.
Welcome to the Circus of Value!
I keep my distance, but if I watch myself, he could come in handy. Enemy of my enemy.
The home is just an extension of the home. It's my responsibility.
Come on out, you.
Jesus. royalties to me!
Хуя.
Carve away your shortcomings!
Well, what was that?
To give and not demand anything in return. Why? Who benefits, class? Someone who wants what you have. Free from evidence. A president. Heir of hope.
If you're going to disappear before my diagnosis, why did you come in the first place?
Хуясь.
The Silver Fin. This used to be a restaurant when I first came through. Now it belongs to this Suchong. Looks like I'm not the first one who tried to get in here. Well, at least he left a trail. Somebody must have shot him when he tried to break into Suchong's. What's this? Well, seems like central heating came from this room, so it would stand to reason that the ductwork should go to Suchong's. Wait a minute.
Как будто они, блядь, не слышат, что наш шкаф двигает.
Suchong wasn't exactly a master of subterfuge.
Ну, полезно. С арбалетом, конечно, да.
Locked. And nothing to pick. Think we found our man.
No sign of him now.
Either he's dead, or working for Ryan. Columbia. He knew about Columbia. And Booker and me. The Suchong must have found a way to reopen the tear I made to come here. But how? A Lutece device. That's how he must have reopened the tear. Look, the tear still leads back to Columbia.
Ну, смотрим,
Plasmids,
смотрим.
He and Fink must have been in communication, sharing secrets. Like the Lutesses before they were physically together. Why did I need to come here? What does this have to do with Sally?
You remember, don't you?
It hasn't happened yet? I told you I can't do that.
Concentrate, Elizabeth.
No, the doors are shut. They're...
Бомбочки.
Lutece particle. I use the Lutece particle. If it can make a city float.
It can make a prison rise.
I can't open tears, but we could use this device to go to Columbia and find a particle. But it's been vandalized.
You'll fix it.
Sure. You know, my tower didn't come stocked with the Lutece device repair manual.
Да, сделаешь, я знаю.
Elizabeth, you will fix it.
Блять, то Атлас, то Букер, вы, блять, уж определитесь, как вы будем называть. Ой, ебать, тут нахуй.
Sodium, titanium. Why would these be on schematics for? It's code. A Visionaire cipher. If we assume hydrogen is A, and iron, the 26th element, is C.
You always used to need a code key.
It's right here. Never underestimate the fallibility of the egomaniac. Looks like a punch list for things Suchong needs to fix the machine. A cold cathode tube. A carbon dioxide scrubber. And a heatsink. Any of the vending machines should have the cathode tube. And we can look for a CO2 scrubber in the bathysphere showroom. A lot of models should have them. A heatsink. Oh, that's... We're in a department store. We gonna find...
Keep your cool with Old Man Winter.
That'll work. Time to find those parts. And then I just have to repair the most sophisticated piece of technology ever created.
Elizabeth, you saw yourself make this repair. You can do this.
Whatever you say. Guess we better find our way out of here. Atlas, you there? I need a favor.
A favor? I don't suppose you've conjured up the miracle you promised yet?
I'm working on it. I'm gonna need some Old Man Winter.
You might try where they hawk them new bathyspheres. As I hear it, Old Man Winter's the only thing keeps their batteries from bursting into flames after 5 minutes.
Thanks.
Think nothing of it. But it's the last favor you'll be getting.
Penalty for vandalism of Suchong device is death. Even for pretty lady.
I suppose you'd be Suchong. Save your ammunition, your device doesn't work.
Device at work. Vandal sabotage. You are vandal.
Actually, I intend to fix your device. That is, unless you plan on coming down here and doing it yourself.
It's not prudent for Suchong to return to lab. And you say you can fix.
I broke your code, didn't I? Now just give me the one to open that door and we'll see what your creation can do.
1216.
Your birthday?
Enough of talk. Fix the machine.
How'd you know that?
Never underestimate the fallibility of the egomaniac.
Блять.
Yes, sir. That's correct, sir. I'm representing Olympus Heights. Hope I do you all proud, gang.
That sounded odd.
Бля, я ёбаный пиздец.
That machine. It'll have the cathode tube.
Чё, ломать что ли, или чё, как?
Got it. Now I need to find Old Man Winter in a CO2 scrubber.
Welcome to the circus of value. No refund, no return.
Is this Bob?
I know right where you are.
Anyone who even looks at you.
You're heartless. Totally heartless.
Where there's bathyspheres, there's bound to be CO2 scrubbers.
And why is that?
If you don't remove the carbon dioxide from the air supply in a submersible, you'll suffocate. One thing I did like about Rapture, lots of new books to read. That will need a long-haul bathysphere, something where the CO2 buildup would limit the submersible period.
You okay?
I've seen all this happen before. I've seen everything that will happen, and now... now... I only see darkness.
You sent yourself here for a reason.
A debt.
That's what you want to call it.
This Atlas. I'm gonna have to kill him. Either that or he'll kill me.
Maybe so.
I'm not you, Booker. Some war hero. I'm not even me anymore. No tears, no omniscience, or whatever you want to call it. Just a whole lot of book learning. And a handful of lockpicks. The humpback whale. That thing is as old as the hills. Strictly bargained. Oh, the 52 Mako. Classic. But it's a death trap. 28 known fatalities related to its use. There. The Stingray. Submersible time of 90 minutes. That's our girl.
All the way up there.
The grease monkeys had to get it up there somehow. Just gotta find the controls.
Expect nothing less than greatness.
I've been told this town is friendly to free enterprise. Here, watch my shoes. You like this? You think this brand new? Animate special.
Stop it on something of a high.
That's what they call a fella who's prosperous. Determined, uncompromising, then fine. Issue fits, you got me.
I've been on some years now. I get some work, but I want to get back to real. Spying on me again.
Everyone wants a pie.
Come on out, you.
You don't have my permission to leave. You left me with nothing.
When I find you.
I didn't say you.
this is. Incessant, unfounded prying into my respectable entrepreneurial affairs. In my privy advising how I get there. What's next? Martial law? Seems to me you're against the guy making an honest buck. I thought Rapture was open for business. So I reached a few palms there time to time. What of it?
Да я понимаю.
Came down to that fellow who's prosperous, determined, uncompromising, then fine. Issue fits, you got me. Criminal dealings? Ha! Fallacy in misdirection from those afraid to let the market take its own course.
Блять.
I saw where you went. When I find you. A bootless area. Well, what was that?
Looks like someone's been decrypting a code. We've confirmed completion of the ace in the hole. Suchong has it, but unlikely to give it up easily. We'll update when we know more. What's that all about?
Give me the cold shoulder. When I find you. Come on out, you. When I find you.
This is gonna be noisy.
Look at what you done to him. Fair warning. I'm an eye for an eye type of fella. Aren't you stop following me?
Ball's in my court.
Got it. Just need to find Old Man Winter and we're done.
Пошли за Дедом Морозом.
Come on out where a fella can see you. Come back. We can work this out. Come back. I just want to talk is all. Come on. What are you running away for?
Clear as a bell.
Confront! Nice.
Any progress, love? I must confess, I'm becoming a wee bit
Я уже
skeptical.
подзаебался, хочу тебе сказать.
You see, me lads have taken a keen thirst for Adam, and there's a vintage right in front of me that'll do nicely.
If you kill her, I truly hope you are happy living down here. Put down roots, raise a family. Or maybe you think Andrew Ryan is going to ride to your rescue.
Fair enough. But remember, there are fast ways to harvest little sisters, and some very slow ones.
Ну, бля. О, ясно.
Hey, Junior! Come on in and watch this.
Пошли.
All right. Pay attention. We're not finished! Seen what you done to my friend here. What you do to my friend, you do to me.
Уякс.
First, the law gets bribery.
Time we do without detractors.
No, you better get in my way.
Old Man Winter. That's how we'll cool Suchong's machine.
You're only going to make it worse when I find you.
Yeah?
Atlas sent me here for some Old Man
Давай,
Winter.
You haven't been around here long, have you?
What makes you say that?
Because you're the only one of us that don't smell like the reptile house at the zoo. Now be quick about it and just take the winner. This ain't the Goodwill.
Бля. Все мы знаем, смотрели.
Just what we needed. That was the last of it.
Now you think you can manage them?
Another coded message. Attempt to retrieve Ace in the Hole from Suchong unsuccessful. Ryan Private Security killed 3 of our men in the bargain. We'll need to explore alternate means of obtaining Ace.
Все, пошли в машину. Пидорас.
Who the hell are you?
Show me what you're capable of. Come, make yourself heard.
You'll find no
Ходят тут всякие.
Did you hear that?
Enough small talk! Let's get down to it! I keep my eye on these things. I can't I've always been there for you!
madhouse.
Чиним.
Now we won't immediately die of CO2 poison. Well, not the perfect phosphor frequency, but it'll do.
Что еще надо куда воткнуть? Мана закончилась, бля.
Out of Eve. Suchong must have a supply stashed here somewhere.
Хуй с ним.
Okay, that should stop it from overheating. There, everything's fixed. We're ready.
Let's fire it up and see.
Sesame.
What did I tell you?
Все, пошли в Колумбию. Ебать.
Look. We're on the First Lady. It can't be this easy. The First Lady Mark II was built around a particle lift system, just like all the buildings in the city. I read all about it in the Columbian Scientific. The particles seated at the top of the structure must be up that lift. Perfect.
Seems like a lot of technology just to float an airship. Comstock never heard of hydrogen.
The First Lady Mark I did run on hydrogen, and it was destroyed by a single bullet from a Vox sniper. Unfortunately, the Prophet wasn't on board at the time.
Ебать долго длилось.
If I take the active particle, then the First Lady is just a 40-ton paperweight. Best to take the spare. Here we go. Now let's head back through that tear.
You honestly expect Atlas to honor his side of the deal?
No, but we'll cross that bridge when we come to it.
How you plan on handling Atlas? He ain't just some spliced up maniac.
He'll make a mistake. I just have to be ready to take advantage of it when it happens.
All for a girl you barely know.
How well did you know me when you came to Columbia?
Pretty lady not finished yet.
What? Open the tear.
Powerful device, very expensive. It for that.
Где же он красный?
Such a wonder something is simple. Lock of hair.
Oh, you're not serious.
Not your hair, stupid. Think has a secret lab. Mothballed, forgotten. In there, hair sample. In jar. Cannot miss it. You get for suture. Then everybody friends.
Where's his lab?
Closed off, past Fink's quarters. You smart lady, you find.
Should have seen that one coming.
Согласен. Да их заебался, блин.
Vox Populi. We must have arrived right in the middle of the siege.
That means the other you and I are probably inside the factory. On our way up to the First Lady.
And what happens if we run into ourselves?
We won't.
How do you know that?
Because we didn't.
Taken your counsel, and you done me good service, but I will not hurt the boy. I will see Fink and Comstock burn, but I will not hold the son to account for the deeds of his father.
You've misunderstood us.
We neither asked you to harm the child.
Nor did we promise that yours would be the hand that would set Comstock's world afire.
A famous man once said,
And a famous man shall say,
I may reach the mountaintop,
but I fear I shall never visit the valley below.
You mean I won't live to see the... No.
It's up to you what matters more.
Your part in the play?
Or the play itself.
Someone is coming.
She'll arrive, a girl.
She must leave. A woman.
And what makes the difference between a girl and a woman?
Blood.
Your part in the play.
Or the play itself.
Turn her into a killer? How?
Give the girl no choice.
And she will be forced to make one.
Ну вон чё. Чё? Опять, блядь, загадки, ёптать. Какие два ключа. Ай, спать. Ну, я нашел.
What's that thing you just picked up?
My guess is that it has something to do with that giant clock out there. And that clock has something to do with opening the door to Fink's lab.
мотив даже, наверное, ее крутить.
A giant clock.
Sort of. Looks like the mechanism unlocks certain activities when Fink gives his blessing.
So what? We're stuck waiting for the cuckoo to go off?
No. We've already found the clock key. We can manually wind it. Open whatever door we please.
Sure seems like a lot of work to lock down a few doors.
Yeah, well, if there's one thing Fink loves, it's a lot of work. Idiot, his lock of hair.
Ебать.
Listen, I got you your gun. I'm here for my issue.
But my Booker DeWitt died for the Vox Populi. You either an imposter or a ghost. My Booker DeWitt was a hero to the cause. Story to tell your children.
Look, are you there? I miss you. You're the only one. You're my only friend. Booker.
I'm not even here. I'm a projection of your own.
Could you humor me then? Please.
I think Booker would miss you.
Show yourself!
Who are you then?
Jesus, it's ripe in here. Say, somebody fetch me a millionaire to clean this mess up.
Who's that then? Let's go.
Don't think you can hide from me. Who's that?
Kill your oppressor! Where are you?
Daisy sacrificed herself. Set me up to kill her, to turn me into what?
A killer.
Yeah, well, mission accomplished. I'm no martyr. How did you do it, Booker? How did you?
Elizabeth, I'm not Booker.
And neither am I.
Suchong were sharing their research.
Like the Lutesses. Cross-reality collaboration. It all makes a kind of sense. The little sisters and the big daddies. Songbird and me.
Constants and variables.
Волчар или кто-то есть-то?
These poor things. Fink couldn't get them to imprint, so I left them to die. Imprinting failed. That can't be right. Clearly they formed a connection between Songbird and me.
How?
I was so young, I always remember him just being there.
Соловей.
It must be a prototype or something.
Is it human?
Does it matter? I tried hypnotherapy.
On the Songbird. How'd that go?
About as well as you'd expect. Booker, the little girl in the film. It's me. My God. Oh, I remember he'd crashed into the tower. I guess he was in some sort of fight. I waited there thinking I don't know, that something would happen, but he just lay there, moaning. I couldn't just...
The line with the thorn in its paw. So much for science.
I should have just left him there to die. I should have just... I will never escape it. Exploited, exploiting, me, Comstock, you, Sally. It's like a wheel of blood spinning round and round. Well, this must be the genetic sample Suchong wanted.
He sent you all the way back here for a sample of your own hair?
He doesn't know I was once the child that imprinted on Songbird. But to him, all the answers lie in DNA. Men like Suchong mistake an ounce of empathy for a pound of science.
It's open! See if anything's worth reappropriating. Check for stragglers. Spread out!
Somebody hide!
To arms!
There's no...
Who done this? Someone about?
To oppressors! Let none live!
What you got there?
I heard you.
Just grabbing anything that looks halfway dear.
Sneaking around. Kill her!
Daisy really even had a choice.
What do you mean?
Right about now, I'm planting a pair of scissors in her back to protect a child she was never going to harm. She chose to die for her revolution. What about me? For all the endless worlds, all the infinite possibilities. Did I ever even have a choice? Did you?
Yeah. Booker thought he did.
Look where it got us. Right back where we started. All these infinite universes. And yet we end up just going down the same paths.
No, we'll take your meaning.
My father sold me to settle a marker. Comstock locked me up in a tower. And I sold Sally for what? Revenge? To prove a point?
And yet, here you are, settling the debt.
And say we find her. The old pass their damage to the young. Isn't it too late for her now?
Well, I'd say that's up to her to decide. Justice coming back here was up to you.
Rapture runs on children. Little girls with gold growing in their bellies. I'm not gonna break any cycle. If I'm lucky, maybe I can dent it. Just a little.
Pretty lady has the hair? Deal is deal. Bring it to Suchong.
Возвращение в восторг уже. Ладно, это, наверное,
Pretty lady put hair sample in tube. Then business is finished.
пора заканчивать.
What's going on out there?
Bloodshed, violence, but not relevant to our arrangement.
Ладно, дорогие мои зрители, на этом пока хватит, а то я что-то заебался. Продолжение будет скоро, так что всем удачи, всем пока.
Put the sample in